So Donald Trump's defense team for his impeachment trial, his lawyers, told an absolutely gargantuan lie earlier today in the trial, and it centers around the fact that supposedly, according to them, Donald Trump never knew Mike Pence was in danger.
The answer is no. At no point was the president informed the vice president was in any danger, because the House rushed through this impeachment in 7 days with no evidence. There is nothing at all in the record on this point, because the House failed to do even a minimum amount of due diligence. What the president did know is that there was a violent riot happening at the Capitol. That's why he repeatedly called via tweet and via video for the riots to stop, to be peaceful, to respect Capitol Police and law enforcement, and to commit no violence, and to go home. But to be clear, this is an article of impeachment for incitement. This is not an article of impeachment for anything else. It's a one count. They could have charged anything they wanted. They chose to charge incitement. So that the question, although answered directly no, it's not really relevant to the charges for the impeachment in this case.
And so what they're saying there in the question and answer portion of the trial, where senators can ask questions of the defense and the prosecution, did Trump at any point know Mike Pence was in danger on that day? And they say no, at no point did he. And that is a lie. And we know it's a lie because one of the most pro-Trump senators, Tommy Tuberville from Alabama, spoke to the president seconds after Mike Pence was ushered out of the Senate floor. We know this. We know this now, that shortly after 2 o'clock, between 2 and 2:30, Pence was ushered off the floor seconds before the mob entered the Senate, presumably to attack him and anyone in that space. And then right after that, Tommy Tuberville called Donald Trump to say, "Mr. President, I have to go. The vice president's just been escorted out." And then minutes after that, Donald Trump sent out one of his tweets attacking Mike Pence, saying he didn't have any courage. This is all within a 20-minute or so timeline, and Donald Trump therefore knew that Pence was in at least some kind of danger because he was being escorted out of the Senate hall by the Secret Service while his thugs were rushing in the other door. I want to read you some tweets about this. Here first, this is Trump's tweet. He tweets this at 2:24 p.m. on that day, basically, saying Mike Pence didn't have the courage to do what should have been done to protect our country and their Constitution, giving states a chance to certify a corrected set of facts, not the fraudulent or inaccurate ones, which they were asked to previously certify. USA demands the truth. He sent that out. He knew this. According to Jim Acosta, it says here, what Trump lawyer says does not square with what Senator Tuberville told reporters about what he said to Trump, that Pence had just been rushed away from rioters. Quote, "I said, Mr. President, hey, they just took the vice president out. I've got to go." And John McCormick here, with that tweet that I just read you, in his subtweet says, Trump lawyer says president was not aware Pence was in danger when Trump posted his rage tweet about Pence at 2:24 p.m., but Pence left the Senate at about 2:13. And so the basic timeline is, at around 2:13, Pence was ushered out of the room. A couple minutes after that, Donald Trump was speaking to Tommy Tuberville. Some people are saying around 2:15. And then less than 10 minutes after that, he sends that tweet out. Donald Trump knew that it was only 12 minutes since Mike Pence had been ushered out and likely didn't have any sort of status update. He knew Mike Pence had been in danger and likely was still in danger when he sent that tweet out. This is a smoking gun kind of piece of evidence about Trump's legal team lying to people. They are lying. They don't care. They're lying. They're cheating. They're colluding with members of the jury like Cruz and Graham. And then people like Lindsey Graham asked questions. They were consulting with the legal defense and then asked a question on the Senate floor to that defense. So they're lying. They're cheating. They're stealing somehow, probably. I don't know if they're stealing anything from the Senate floor. Who knows? But they are absolutely not approaching this trial in good faith. They are not. And the sad thing is it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter in the strict definition because Republican senators will not convict. They're not going to do it. They are not going to convict. Maybe 4, 5, 6 will, but not 17, which is what you need. They will not convict. And so fundamentally, at the end of the day, through all of this lying and cheating and stealing from Donald Trump and his attorneys and the thugs in the Republican portion of the Senate, they are basically going to get away with what Donald Trump did, unless the voters remember, and unless the people remember in 2022 and in 2024. That's the only hope, because at this point, this trial is about politics. And that's not me discounting it. That's me saying that because Republican senators won't actually be good faith jurors, the only way this actually has any merit and effect is if the people remember that when the chips were down, Trump knew his vice president was in danger and put his life further at risk. And also that despite all of this evidence and lying, the Republicans are just going to give Trump a free pass. If you don't punish them at the midterms and in the next presidential election, they will have learned nothing. Or worse yet, they will have learned that all of it was for the good. And next time, they just have to try a coup a little bit harder.